This is
the fastest 2 hours in radio.
I think we really need like an intellectual revolution.
Now, of course, this is not so much a show as it is a special event.
The Morning Edge with Fox 2's Vic Faust,
We need to have a little talk here.
Chris Knight,
Hang on.
and Eric Johnson.
The more bizarre he gets,
The more people like him.
A complex mechanism that in itself must be operated by an even more complex entity, you.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Happy Monday, 8 o'clock on the dot. It is June 20th. We're here, ready to rock and roll the fastest 2 hours in morning talk radio. Chris Knight's here, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. How was the weekend? Ready to start on Monday? We are going to feel the heat in Missouri. Not sure how it is where you guys are listening, but we know how it's going to be for us, that's for sure. Coming up at 8:25 today, we're going to talk with law enforcement agent who, with a group, has put together an app. Why nobody thought about this before? That would allow teachers in classrooms or other situations where a shooter, an active shooter situation game, to quickly and immediately speak with law enforcement.
This is a great idea. I'm excited.
Without having to go through 911. And it's not in place of 911. It's an addition.
Nice.
So you can eliminate it. You can be talking to people if something's happening inside the runaround, just like that, to be able to get some quick communication. He will talk to us coming up at 8:25.
Cool.
So anyway, looking forward to that. Hopefully everybody had a pretty good weekend. Speaking of weather was pretty good around here. Can't complain about that. That's for sure. Crystal, you were sending us pictures of your pool time with your kids. I guess that was fun for you guys.
Yeah, that's what the husband wanted to do for Father's Day. Just kind of chill by the pool and do some grilling. So that's what we did. Did you guys have a good Father's Day?
I did, but I don't know what, Chris, I drove.
Oh, you went?
No, I drove to Northern Illinois University yesterday.
Oh.
That's about 4 hours and 25 minutes, 4 hours, 30 minutes. So that's what I did for my Father's Day because one of my sons they had in high school football, they do what's called 7v7.
Okay.
Where they have all the skill positions take on each other. And it's for the passing game for football. So they had a big term, like a 18-team term. At first I was selfishly pissed. Why would you take the entire football team out of town for Father's Day?
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's over 4.5 hours freaking away.
Yeah.
Like, why are we? And I was like, fine. So he drove up there to watch him play because he'll be a senior, come fall. Not too many more times for that, but you have to drive that long. That's a lot. So that's that's 9 hours in a car for the day, and then standing on sidelines watching them. But going straight north to the thriving metropolis of DeKalb, Illinois. A lot of fun. No, that's what I did. My other son, go figure, had another tournament at the same time in freaking town over in O'Fallon, Illinois. So that was on the other way. It was over to the side. So I was like, damn.
Busy.
But it was fine. Chris, what'd you do?
I just kind of relaxed the day, and then I went and played some golf and ate at Old Hickory.
Wait a second.
Golf club.
Wait,
I didn't do a whole lot.
Wait, you said you
play
play golf?
Well, I was trying to whack at it, but
because I've never known you.
That's an extremely difficult golf course. You ever played there?
No, but I've heard about it.
Oh, good. We're gonna go play.
Okay, remember you told me that. I would love to go play.
Oh, we've got to. We've got to take Eric too, and then we've got to have a cameraman with us. It'd probably be quite comical.
I don't know if we're going to get as many cameras as we think we're going to get all the time because we already have to get a cameraman when he pays me $1,000 in pennies.
Yeah, but that's going to be easy.
Okay.
You just have to make sure
that's 50 pounds of pennies
that it makes the air.
Oh, it would make the air if it ever happens.
All right. Well, I'm going to make sure it happens.
Well, I'm sure he's bought another guitar since then.
Maybe two.
So anyway, so that was a Sunday. Thankfully, the weather was really good. Cardinals lost 2 or 3 to the Red Sox over the weekend, continuing their bad trend of, they can't consistently beat teams that are over 500. They'll beat the teams that are no good and not.
Well, would they take 2 out of 3?
No,
They lost
They
2-0.
lost.
Is that what it was? 2-0. Yeah.
But I can understand
Their
why you're.
hitting though is crazy good.
Yeah, they were
Well,
actually
it was
playing
better.
pretty good.
Their hitting was better. Tyler O'Neill hurt again.
Ah.
We'll see. Just as he comes back and looks pretty good.
I mean, Nolan kept going yard.
Yep,
Arenado.
he's looking better. The Avalanche, as I said earlier,
gosh.
I told you when the playoffs started, Chris, before the playoffs started, this is one of the best teams for their current state that I'd ever seen.
I thought I was watching football when I seen the score.
Yeah, I just once again
7-0.
Yeah. And the reason I picked them to win the series is that they're young, fast, strong, and Tampa they're wily. They're good. They're a veteran team, but when I watched Tampa play, I didn't think they were even as good as the Blues. So I'm sorry. I know they were 2-time defending champs, and now they're getting hammered. We'll see if they can come back when they go back down to their home ice in Tampa. Clearly, you didn't go to Tampa, correct?
No.
Okay.
I didn't have the opportunity.
I heard Crystal ask you before the end of last week if you were going to be heading down to Tampa.
Good thing I didn't, I guess, huh?
Well, no. Well, now it starts. They could come back and win games 3 and 4. I don't see it happening, but it is possible. We say good morning to everybody. Thanks for jumping in on the show this morning. You guys also. I'm trying to think. Was it you, Chris, who sent me video that it made me really, really, really sad? I felt so bad on Saturday. I think it was you, wasn't it, that you sent me the video, Chris?
I sent you the video.
No,
Yeah.
I think it was me that started that.
I think
you
it
did?
was Crystal.
Can you play the video for our listeners? Can you pull
let's
it up
not
from our
talk about
text
it
line?
until we do that. Let me pull it up, and then we'll go to that because that is a pretty.
Okay,
damn,
well we got
Well,
time.
I've got to go through and try to figure out your string because you didn't email it, right?
No,
Yeah. Okay.
I texted it.
Let's do that.
Well,
on the
no-
come out of the break, can we do that?
Well, no, because we go right into our guest.
Well,
So you got
let
to
me
pull
look
that.
at it.
So I can talk about it as we get it up. We got to talk about it as you can get it up. We'll find it, Chris. It's not that difficult. You can probably find it within 5 minutes, as good as you are.
It's a pretty funny story.
Did you see it on national headlines,
Yes, I
national
did.
news?
Yes. It popped up as like a notification, and then I clicked on it.
Yeah, but you popped up a notification from what service? What news service? Fox News.
No, actually, I think it was an Instagram page that I was following that alerted.
I
alerted
didn't see it on ABC, CBS, or NBC News.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was that. I think it was
I didn't see it or
off of
come up.
Instagram. Actually,
I didn't see it come down off of CNN,
It
No.
did Fox.
but it did Fox.
Yes, it did.
Hmm.
Anybody know what we're talking about yet?
I know. I was waiting for the Facebook line to jump in.
If you want to give us a call, you can do as well. The phone number 636-695-2915. 636-695-2915. Michael Noonan's got a big laughing face on our Facebook page. You can jump in. It's our best interactive Facebook page you're going to find anywhere. 100.7 The Viper on Facebook.
Before I sent it, I actually double checked to make sure it wasn't old. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to start something.
No, it's old.
But-
It's old. The video is old. Yeah, the man in the video is
yeah,
old.
the man in the video is old. But that happened Saturday live.
Yeah, it did. There it is. Somebody finally said it. We were waiting. Amy Bittner says, quote, Biden falling off his bike. It's, I mean, they're trying to make him seem like he's Sprite.
Right.
He's young enough to be I'm Joe Biden. Come on, man. Come on, man. Joe Biden he's just not what he once was.
No.
You know, I mean,
He didn't break anything.
Thank
I got to be
God.
honest. That could have been bad. It really could have been.
they don't let him talk to media. They don't put him in a situation where he's going to fail over and over, because we know he's going to fail if he's consistently talking and answering questions, because that's what he has shown us. It's not an opinion. It is fact-based.
Right.
That's why his, quote, handlers don't allow him specific time with the media, as we have seen with all the presidents before him, including Obama and Trump. So why put him out and allow this man to have an opportunity to look like he did? The man is Joe Biden. He is the president of the United States, and he fell over on his bike after stopping. and we're showing you the video in just a moment.
He got his foot stuck in the toe grab thing that he had on his pedals. Which, I mean, really, I guess could happen to anybody.
It could happen to anyone. It could.
But it's just the optics of it all. I mean.
The problem is, I don't know how, when you're just stopped.
Yeah.
He's not even moving. He came to a stop. He is dead stopped.
Didn't realize he didn't get it out and just started leaning that way, right? But I mean, good for him. He got back up. He did answer a few questions, and then he rode off.
Kimberly says he wasn't even moving. He fell standing on 2 feet. Robert says, "By dumb, D-U-M-B, isn't president of anything. He's a mascot of the left." Joe Patterson says he's going to be the first bubble wrap president. And then Todd goes, "Oh, my God, he holds the nuclear football." Once again, nobody's being mean. Once again, if Donald Trump would have been on a bike and fell over, it would have been all over ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, CNN, and every other network. We're showing you the video, and hopefully we have it on a loop so we can get. He's like, "Hey, everybody!" Oh.
I almost thought that video was fake when Crystal sent it over the weekend. I thought, you have got to be kidding me.
I know. That's why I double checked before I sent it. And then the second thing I checked was, did Biden break anything falling off of bike? Because I wasn't so sure. It just stopped. So I didn't know how the aftermath was. But I did end up finding a longer video later.
I was glad that he had his helmet on. And he didn't steer into the yellow pole. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I mean, he's got this look on his face. The people around him aren't wearing helmets. It's funny. It takes about 50 people to go on a bike ride, I think, for protection. But the man,
I know.
Crazy.
And then they did ask him a question about China, and he said something to the extent of, "I'm on vacation." And I thought, oh my gosh, no. He did.
he said, "I'm on vacation."
Yeah.
He did.
If China bombs us, I'm on vacation. I'll be back Monday.
Like, why isn't that getting played? Don't show him falling off the bike, but that's a news story, right? He responds, "I'm on vacation."
Michelle says, "Wow, that's so sad."
It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
Kevin says he ought to do a public service announcement about drinking and riding. Jay, and this is my point, Jay. Honestly, whoever thought putting a man who falls walking upstairs, because we've seen him fall walking upstairs twice, on a bike would be a good photo op, probably should be fired. Todd said he knows how to help him. He needs to be riding the women's bike. They've got a lower bar. That maybe, as he advances in life with age, if he's going to go on bike rides, maybe he needs the woman's bike. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if he needs the ladies' bike, I'm sure they could get him a ladies' bike. And, could do that. Joe Patterson says, must have been a Russian-made bike since he blames everything else on them. And we can talk about today, too. Janice Yellen, Treasury Secretary, once again, coming out publicly yesterday. Nothing that's going on is the administration's fault. I mean, it's like, what? What? Are you kidding me? Nothing. She says it's all Russia's fault. I don't even think Democrats believe that anymore. Clearly, Republicans are like, what are you laughing about, Crystal?
It's just funny. It doesn't matter how many times I see it in the background.
I mean, seriously, it's.
Check it out. I'm gonna show you his foot. You can tell.
I'm just glad. I wondered his head. I know he had the helmet on. Oh, Joe Patterson has an idea. Says that he needs training wheels.
Sure.
Yeah, who took those off and let him out?
Tim says he must not have had his tater tots before he went out. No ice cream after the ride today.
Watch his foot.
Okay, let me see. I'm a couple seconds
boom.
behind. I got to see what he did here.
Oh, Joe Biden.
Okay, now I get a chance.
Watch this.
Doesn't take it
Oh.
He's got two good attempts on trying to pull his foot out
Okay,
before he
here it is.
starts
Okay,
falling.
left side, right side. Boom. I feel sorry for him because the whole right side of his body is probably black and blue today.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Todd says, will Tucker Carlson have this video on tonight? Probably.
I'm sure.
I'm sorry. He's like, no knee pads. Well, I don't know. Maybe the next time he's on a bike ride, he's going to look like a football player. You know, just.
I don't know if they're going to put him on a bike again.
No, you won't. You're right. Or with his handlers, because we've seen his handlers not to be the most intelligent people in the world. Just out of spite, they may just, I'm good. I'm fine. Look at me on my bike.
Right. I mean, can he hit a golf ball? That would have been a better option.
Oh, hell no.
Right? But that would have been less risky, I think.
He couldn't see the golf ball to hit the golf ball.
And I did see Trump tweeted out, or Trump put a message out after it happened, just making fun of Biden.
Oh.
I did see that somewhere. That message came out. You know, our competitors or adversaries are making fun of us even more now. So I don't know. Anyway, Kevin says, did you guys see the video where Trump tees off on a golf ball and it hits Biden's head, knocks? No, but people do some cruel stuff. I did not see that video, but we know now with technology, there's lots of edited videos and funny videos.
Alan, are we going to ban bicycles now?
Yep.
And Sydney, he'll be in a little sidecar next to the Secret Service next time. Okay, there you go.
Or Jill should be driving, right? Put him in the sidecar with Jill. Because she did great. She was next to him, veered off to the right.
She doesn't want to be a part of that. She veers off a lot. She's like, you go.
She tends to.
Like, really, what was going through her head? Did she turn around and see that happen and then just go like, oh, my God.
But at least Glenn finds the silver lining in the cloud of the Biden doubt. At least he wasn't wearing a mask biking.
Good point.
Like he was in the past. You guys are the best on the Facebook Live. If you want to give us a call anytime you can, the phone number 636-695-2915. Of course, it is The Edge. 100.7 The Viper, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Chris Knight's here. Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Appreciate everybody jumping in with us today, coming up at 8:25. You won't miss this interview. Can't wait to talk with Tony Malik. He's in law enforcement. Can't specifically tell you what law enforcement, but he and his group have come up with an app. So if there's ever an active shooter situation, teachers or whoever can speak with first responders quickly and immediately and continue to do so without having to, and it's not to bypass 911. He'll explain the whole situation and what's going on. Kevin, I appreciate you sending me video. I don't know if it came through or not, but we don't want to rip the president too much. Showing a video of a Trump golf ball tee shot hitting Biden in the head and falling over on his bike.
What's funny is he gives us the content. We don't even need to have made up memes. You know?
Lance says maybe a Secret Service agent yelled, "Duck!" Jill was probably like, oh my God, now what has he done? Alan, that comes from Alan Smith. Todd's like, where's Eric? Did he fall off his bike? Clearly referring to Del Mar Gardens and the weekend Eric has when they let him go. Sometimes, well, we've talked about it. Sometimes it just depends on how many stops the bus has to make and how many stops they have to make for bathroom breaks. And depending upon what time Eric gets, you like that, Crystal?
It's too much.
No, it is. No, it is cute. They walk Eric right off the bus right before he walks into the studio. It's nice. It's really, it's special. Vince, you guys are. This is a great.
I know.
Vince, we're banning all assault bikes now. What a great way to kick off a Monday morning. We appreciate you guys today. Robert Peterball, pretty much putting things in perspective. By dumb will be in 3 states today: unconscious, semi-conscious, and confused. Todd, yeah, or Kevin, I did check the Facebook. I'm trying to find. I'll see. We'll see if we can go. Oh my God, Todd. Last one we'll say. At age 57, Eric really struggles. Yeah. So anyway, we appreciate it. Lots to get to, lots to cover, lots of national news. The whole inflation, Janet Yellen situation is a complete mess. And I can tell you this much: when you get out of state, as I drove in Illinois for the first time ever, I paid $5.40 for a gallon of gas. That's the first time it's blew my freaking mind. $5.40 for a gallon. That's the highest. When you look at it, I was like, okay, I almost took a picture, but I didn't want to remember, just memorialize it too much. But I'm like, holy crap, there it is. That's the most you've ever paid to put gas in your car in all of your life, in well over 4 decades.
It's not going to be the most you've ever paid.
To this point in time. To this point in time, it was, which unfreaking believable. That's for sure. So anyway, we'll take your calls. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk with Tony about the app that they've created. If you guys have questions, too, jump in on the Facebook line. Let us know. We'll try to answer those as well for the amount of time that we'll have. Todd says he was in Cape Girardeau this week, and it was 436 at Walmart. How can it be 436 at Walmart in Cape and 540 in DeKalb, Illinois?
I don't know.
Lance says loan application at the pumps. Okay, there you go. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with Tony. Chris Knight's here. Crystal Cooper, Vic Faust of Fox 2. Eric will be here at some point. We'll talk about this new app to help all first responders. Coming up right after the break, you're listening to The Edge, the fastest 2 hours in morning talk radio.
The Edge Morning Show. Yeah, we know we don't start as early as the other shows because we're a lot smarter.
Come on down to St. Louis Hemp Company in St. Peters, where you can get all of your CBD needs, as well as many other euphoric cannabinoid-based products. From topicals to edibles and drinks, St. Louis Hemp Company has what you need, and new products are coming in all the time. You can get your medical marijuana card in store. Come on in to St. Louis Hemp Company, just off I-70 at Salt Lake Road by Deerbergs, and get your hemp together. Check out St. Louis Hemp Company on Facebook for more info and map.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant Cash Offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
Weber Chevrolet has been in business since 1902. No other car dealer in St. Louis of any brand can say that. Nobody sells more Chevrolet, period. Weber Chevrolet is one dealer with 3 roofs. In Missouri at Olive and 270, and in Illinois Metro East, Columbia, and Granite City. All easy to get to, just follow the 270 loop. Also, all online accessible at WeberChevrolet.com. Right now, Weber Chevrolet is open but very thorough in their cleaning, disinfecting, and social distancing rules. And don't forget, Weber Chevrolet service departments are award-winning and second to none. In fact, other dealers send their problems to Weber Chevy to fix. Now during this crisis, Weber Chevrolet has teamed up with Detroit to come up with awesome deals to help people save money and manage their budget. Discounts, incentives, and the ability to not make your payment for up to 4 months. Weber Chevrolet since 1902, WeberChevrolet.com.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a brand new ice maker dropping cubes into a fresh glass of water, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Final days ends June 8th to save up to 30% off select appliances. Valid May 19th through June 8th. Gas range extra. While supplies last. See store for details.
This week on RVER, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
That new doctor is drop-dead gorgeous.
Please, he's just another RV League educated surgeon with good hair.
No, he's different.
Nurses, we got a Class C motorhome with a detached driver's side mirror. Meet me in the OR. Stat.
Right away, doctor.
No, she's on break. I'll handle this one.
Oh, you conniving little...
When your RV really needs saving, Progressive has you covered. See if you could save with a leader in RV insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Happy Monday, June 20th. 8:25 is our time. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight, Krista Cooper. I'm Vic Bout of Fox 2. Well, we welcome into the show this morning Tony Malik, hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, law enforcement official. Didn't want us to give out the specific law enforcement that he's in, but he did want to contact us to tell us about an app that he and his group have put together, and he can give us the updates on where it is, when it can be used, and exactly what it is. But this is regarding allowing teachers or anybody in active shooter situations to speak immediately with first responders and how it differs from 911. Tony, good morning. Thanks for letting us know that you're out there, what you're doing. Welcome into the Edge for the first time. What is going on?
Not much. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Get us up to date. What is it called? How is this? Because when I read this, I was like, this could be life-changing, and I can only imagine how previous active shooter incidents would have happened if this would have been installed.
Yeah, so the app, it's called responderchat.org. We're a nonprofit organization. I obviously started this with my team, obviously, because of all the shootings that's been happening nonstop. And when I sat down and did some research, we couldn't find anything that was a direct communication between educators and law enforcement. So that's why we developed it. It's 100% free. Our launch date will be in August, just before the school starts, because it's technology. So we're still working out some of the kinks in the back. But pretty much the way it would work is, think of it as a group chat. So the only people that would be allowed into the app would be educators and law enforcement officers that are working that particular school district. If a teacher sees anything, she can simply just text the whole group, hey, I'm seeing something outside. This person is suspicious, or I've seen this car drive up and down the street 5-6 times. So now, we still want you to call 911. That should be your number one focus. However, with the Responder app, you'd be able to simply just drop a text like you would, with your group message with your family and friends, and it would alert everyone. The goal behind is to have the officers start responding to the area before something happens.
Interesting. Where are you out of? Are you out of St. Louis?
Well, yes, I'm out of St. Louis. I was based in D.C. and recently moved back home to St. Louis. So this is home for us.
Have you gotten one text yet? Have you received one text from anybody yet on this app that has been a shooting situation?
So again, like I mentioned earlier, we are still in development stage. We're still testing it. We launched the website about a couple of weeks ago, and we just did a small little press release, and we have about 25,000 people have already signed up to download the app. Then, and again, just email list includes educators, local law enforcement from all over the place. Actually, they just want to get this app into their schools and into the hands of the police officers that are patrolling these areas. So hopefully we can prevent another school shooting from happening. So we know that once we are live, the demand will be there. And again, it's going to be free. It's not going to cost anybody anything. So there's no reason not to download the app and use it.
So you say call 911 first. When you use this app, does it go to the same 911 operators, or does it go to a different part of the precinct?
No, so it's not going to go to the 911 operator. What we're saying is if you're panicking, you're not going to be able to fumble through your phone and look for the app. So call 911. That should be your primary focus. However, there's a lot of times what happens is a teacher sees something and she or he will say, oh, you know what, that may not be anything. We're just saying, hey, get on the app and just drop a text message. The only people that will be able to see the message will be your officers that patrol that particular school district and all your faculty and staff members. So now everyone's on the same page, and officers can start heading your way to reduce down because by the time you call 911, the dispatch puts a call and officer responds to your area, you're talking about 2 to 3, 4 minutes, right? So if we can just drop the text, alert all the officers, hey, this is what I'm seeing, let the officers start heading that way, and now all the faculty and staff can, lock the doors and windows, what have you, as a precautionary, and hopefully there's, nothing comes of it, but that the whole goal behind it is to prevent another school shooting.
And we do know, when you look at what happened in Uvalde, the response time and what happened once people arrived as well, and how long it took them to come in and do something about it. Yeah, really. Plus, on top of it all, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just calling out facts. We've been doing several stories in the news in certain areas where 911 calls don't get answered for a while.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some cases where it's been over 10 minutes before you even get a response on 911. And unfortunately, right now in the city of St. Louis, there is an issue when it comes to 911 operators, all of which I'm sure Tony's familiar with.
Yes, I've heard a lot of horror stories. What happened up in New York at the Top supermarket there, I was talking to some friends of mine that are up in New York, and apparently the dispatcher thought it was a prank call when one of the citizens from the store had called and hung up on him. So with our app, because everyone's invited into the group, when you get that text message, you will know that, okay, I need to respond. This is not a prank call. I need to go. And officers can, as soon as he or she gets a text message, they can start responding to that area. They can get on the radio immediately saying, hey, I got a text from the school. I'm headed that way. They're seeing something suspicious in the parking lot. And let us get there, right? And then you can still call 911. You still do all that stuff. Again, this is just another means of communication that teachers can have with law enforcement, especially with the officers that are working in their district. Because up to this point, I haven't seen anything like this. And again, we wanted to come out with something like this to help educators and law enforcement, bring everybody on the same page, and hopefully prevent these school shootings.
Yeah, this is great. Good job. Way to invent technology that we actually need. See something and push the button, and hopefully cops will come a lot sooner than they did down in Texas. That's for sure. Good job, man.
What's the name of the app again? And is there any other way people can contact you, or is it just straight going through this app?
You can still go to our website, responderchat.org. And again, that's how people can contact us and stuff. And again, we are actually, so I've almost $30,000 of my own money invested in this app. And we've been getting, donations from parents because they want something that can, keep them at peace. I have 3 children, right? And I have one in elementary, one in middle school, and one in high school. So, a chance of this happening in one of these schools, it's really high. Me as a parent, I will donate $10, $20, whatever. So we've been very fortunate from the parents that have, come forward and began, making even smaller donations. And that's only going to help us, make this app that much better and get it out to as many schools as we can, not just in St. Louis region, but, our goal is to, expand out to East Coast, West Coast, and hopefully get this thing adopted by all the school districts. And again, it's a free app. It doesn't cost any administration any money, so why not have it?
Yeah, well, we'll continue to keep posted with you, and of course, we'll try to do something on Fox too, and we'll be in touch with you. And we appreciate you giving us a call to let us know about it. And I guess more importantly, thank you for your service. Even though we keep that quiet, what exactly it is that you do. So, Tony, thanks again for jumping in on the edge for the first time. We'll be in touch. All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
All right, there you go. Can't be too safe.
That was awesome. No. As many options as possible to keep our kids safe. I'm 100% okay with that. And we had people jumping on the Facebook line saying they'd be willing to donate. I would too. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Todd says McKelvey Elementary putting some construction together right now where the front door is being worked on, where they're not sure if they're putting in a new system or not. I don't know what that means, but
man, it sucks. We're in the era of you have to be defensive. You have to be defensive. This app it's got a calling. It's going to be there for a reason, and it's unfortunate that we are in an era where there's a chance that there's a guy with a shotgun walking around elementary schools. It's just unbelievable.
Lance says he works in the city, and he saw a man pull out a pistol.
Yeah, it happens like every hour.
And we told police, and they said, only call us back if somebody's shot.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I always thought that it's the community. They and this happens more in urban areas. Like maybe actually no, it doesn't. This happens in a lot of rural areas too. but communities would be the ones that just rise up and say, we just had enough of this garbage. It wasn't going to be cops. It wasn't going to be mayors. It wasn't going to be. It was just the people that live in these communities were the ones that were going to rise up and say, you know what, we want to be a latchkey community where our kids go to school and they just walk in the front door after school. But those days are over. They're dead.
Well,
unfortunate.
Ann Dorn, of course, her husband was shot and killed the night of the riots a couple summers ago. She apparently posted, he was working security, apparently just posted a video about how bad it is in the city right now and that they're shorthanded 350 police officers.
I really hope this era is known for the media just absolutely dropping the ball. I really do. I hope that 50 years from now we look back at this year and they go, you know, this is how you don't be in the media. You don't not cover stories because that helps your agenda. Because I feel like local media could have helped St. Louis by really just like, you know what? We're going to over-report on COVID. We're also going to over-report on crime. We're going to over-report on crime until crime is taken care of in the St. Louis County area.
I would just be afraid that then they would just
local
turn it
media
off.
does, though.
Not really.
Yeah, they do.
They do report
Eric,
hey,
Eric,
today.
since you brought this up, I got to. I mean,
no, I don't want to bring it up.
No,
I
no,
want
but
it to be a
did.
good Monday.
But Eric, no, but you don't.
But I hear
you
these
don't
stories
do your
about
drive-by shooting. Eric, you're just wrong again, man.
I don't think I am.
You're uneducated, and when you say things like that, you sound
I
like
am
an
not
idiot.
uneducated.
Yes,
I don't know about any shootings that
sound like
happened
an
in North
idiot.
County.
We cover this stuff all the time, and I can't tell you how many emails and calls we get begging us to stop talking about shootings.
Why?
In North St. Louis and
Then
North
stop
County.
shooting up people in North St. Louis.
But that's my point is we don't not report. We're reporting on it all the time. And as somebody who's actually there and not just giving a general statement because that's what they think, and who's actually known as fact, and it's my job and my business, I'm there, we talk about it, cover it over and over. Ask anybody that works at any TV station locally. We're tired of talking about the shootings all the time, but we're told we have to cover them all because it's about safety and security. So, yes,
I think you
we
guys
are
talk
covering.
about the event of the shootings. You don't talk about where the shooters came from, who the perpetrators were, where the
because
crime
you don't
syndicates
know
are,
who they are
what
much of the
investigate-
time.
I know what the
but
investigative
now you got to
reporting.
understand this. He made a comment. It was a wrong comment.
I think it was.
So
Do you
I
feel like it
proved
was
you-
wrong, Crystal?
I proved you wrong. Now you're making another comment. So now you're trying to switch the gear and go, oh, no, now you don't cover this about it. Eric,
I
Eric,
feel
we
like
cover
I
what
feel like
we
that
can
50
on a
years from
daily
now,
basis.
50 years from now,
We
the rise in
over-cover,
crime.
Eric.
Oh, okay. I feel like in 50 years from now, the rise in crime it'll be attributed to media not covering things because of a liberal agenda. That's all. Moving on to COVID.
But actually, no, you don't say what you want to say and get out. I've got to, when you say stupid crap, I don't
think
make
it's
sure.
stupid.
I know you don't because you're not smart enough to realize how
Oh, I
stupid
am.
it was.
I'm Mensa.
I'm
I'm literally
I wish you
Mensa.
were. No, I don't. I kind of like you because like it's a good thing. The problem is this too, Eric. When you're covering, you actually said this on this show before. If you didn't cover murders, I'd actually watch local news more.
I never said
Yes, you did.
I just.
Your news is so negative. It's so bad. Can't even, all it is murders and shootings.
What is the media? Because the media works hand in
I don't
hand
even
with
know-
the public perception.
I don't know what we're
talking.
supposed to do, man.
You're supposed to
You
get to the
cover it.
bottom of what's going on with
No,
crime.
no, we're
You
not.
are.
We're not the police investigators. That's up for police.
Well, then why aren't you investigating the police?
We report. We
Why
do.
don't you
Eric.
investigate Mayor Tashara Jones
You
and
do-
her
Oh, my
lame ass
God.
job? And what about our lack of prosecutions in
Okay,
this town?
we're going right back down. That's a whole nother issue.
Really?
Because Eric, we've talked about this. Move to the city and elect a circuit attorney that you want. She's elected, dude. You keep bringing this up.
Okay, then you say the
I know
reason
that
that
you're
St.
not-
Louis
you
crime is so
forget
bad
it.
is because of an elected official. Congratulations, Kim
Well,
Gardner.
you said that, not
You
me.
did.
No, you said
literally
crime.
just said it.
No,
I didn't even think about
you
that.
brought up the prosecutor, not me. You forget what you say like within 5 seconds. So I had to help you, like Joe Biden, who falls off his bike. I have to like pick you back up and put you
So
on your
you're
bike.
equating me with Joe Biden
Yes,
falling off
your
of a bike.
comments are like Joe Biden.
I think you guys have done a horrible job in St. Louis
I
media.
know.
I'm sorry to say
I
it.
know, and you're
As a
entitled
consumer
to
of
your
media,
opinion.
I think you guys have done a horrible job.
I think we cover it
and
too
I think
much.
50 years from now, you guys are going to be looked back on and go, you guys are part of the problem.
But
Anyway,
you're
moving on to
entitled to
COVID.
your opinion, Eric. But you're
Is
an
there a new-
idiot. And
is there a
it'd be
new-
like me
there's a
trying to
new
talk
variant out
about
there, isn't there?
base, but
There's a
you're
new
not
variant.
smart enough to know what you're actually talking about,
I'm
man.
not in charge of media. I'm just watching
I know,
you guys.
but that's the problem is the fact that if you actually spent days in newsrooms,
Mm-hmm.
you would see how much we get ripped for actually covering too much of the shootings because we actually do the opposite of what you say.
I am entitled to my opinion.
Yes,
and
I said
think
you were
I've been
entitled
dead
to your
on in my
opinion.
prognostications. You guys have done a bad job covering why crime is so bad in
Okay,
St. Louis.
now you're switching why crime is so bad in St.
What do you-
Louis.
that's
to
what I've been
saying-
talking about.
No, it wasn't. You said that we weren't covering it enough.
You guys
We
have
cover
every
it
day,
all the
every
time.
day you have the top three
Over
shootings
and
in St.
over.
Louis.
Eric,
every day
listen.
you have the top three
Eric,
shootings.
Eric, you made a stupid comment. It's over. I corrected you. I helped you because that would be like me telling you about bass guitars. I'm entitled to my opinion, but I may sound stupid and insane.
I wouldn't think you sound stupid.
Yes, you would. If I started saying stuff.
I ask people all the time, "Hey, does my bass sound full and big tonight?" No, it kind of
If
sounds
we
thin. I'm like,
covered,
oh, damn.
if we covered less of the shootings, more people would probably watch us. We hear it every single day.
I would agree with that.
Every single
I would
day,
agree with
Eric. And I've heard it for 15 effing years, over and over and over.
But I mean, some
And
days it's really bad, Vic. I
It-
mean,
I know.
It's, well, this shooting happened on this street.
And then
well,
now
this
we're the
shooting
shooting
happened
here.
on that street. I mean, you're 10, 15 minutes into the cast.
Exactly.
And, it's shooting.
And that's what I'm saying. We overcover them. Overcover them.
What's the solution to crime in St. Louis, Vic?
Exactly.
According to media.
It's not our job to give
I
an
disagree,
opinion.
man.
No, we report news. We don't create it.
Tonight on the news, Tashara Jones and Kim Gardner let out 4 criminals that have felony records because of some loophole in bail reform or whatever.
If that
How about that?
happens,
How about that story?
If that happens, you do that story. If and when it happens. Chris, do we have a call or not?
I just disagree.
Okay, Rosalind, what's on? What's on your mind, Rosalind?
I just wanted to tell people what it was like before 911. In 1968, I was badly burned, and we lived out in the country, and there were 2 hospitals within driving distance, but they were quite a ways away. And my sister, who was with me that night, called, and the hospital was looking for some way to come and get me. They had just started with the helicopters at that time, but they had one. The one they had was out. So when the people came to get me, which was like maybe an hour after, and I was having to just walk around outside, badly burned, trying to keep from going crazy. And when they came, it was a car that from the funeral home in the town nearest to me, and they had no medical help, and they could not get me there like you would if you were in a regular ambulance, where they could have a siren going to get the traffic off the road, and they had to take a road that was a 2-lane highway, and it took them forever to get me there. And the problem was I was losing so much body fluid, and that's what would have probably killed me if they hadn't gotten me there when they did. So I just want to tell people, it was something else before 911, and people need to really fight to get that system improved, because they don't ever want to be where I was at that night. So that's all I got to say.
All right, Rosalind, thank you so much. We appreciate the phone call.
And happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Roz.
I saw that on the Facebook line, so I was.
Yeah,
squeezing it in there
I'm
real
looking
quick.
at too. Happy birthday, Rozzy. Happy birthday, Roz.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Everybody jumping back in on that. Okay, you're listening to The Edge. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight, Chris Cooper, Vic Faust of Fox 2. Appreciate you jumping in to the fastest 2 hours in morning talk radio. Lots of things going on around the country. I mean, Eric brought up shootings. We've certainly a lot more shootings over the weekend. Did you see? There was. Did
And
you
we
see
don't
the
even
shooting?
hear about them all either. That's the sad part.
Well,
Because they actually don't
a
get
woman
reported,
died.
right?
And did you see a woman died north of St. Louis over the weekend? The 2 cars crashed. They were shooting at each other. So police arrived. When police arrived, they were shot at. So they weren't hit, but a woman was hit. She was found dead. That happened in North St. Louis, unfortunately, over the weekend. But I do see more than ever shootings are being covered, even from a national standpoint. Every time there's a shooting, it's being covered nationally now.
There was one last night in D.C.
Look at Fox News. Look at CNN. Every time there's shooting, now shootings are being covered over and over and over. Every time there's a shooting, it's being covered.
You have one over your shoulder. NYPD, 1 dead, 8 hurt in Father's Day shooting.
Democrats have an agenda.
Well, it could be Democrats, but all I know is that media is covering the hell out of shootings. They're over and over and over. We've been covering local media, national media. We cover
I'm so
shootings.
tired of hearing about shootings.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I don't care what channel you turn it on. It's shooting, shooting, shooting. 1 dead, 4 dead, 10 hurt, shooting. I'm like, there's no other news to report, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly.
Joe Biden's falling off bicycles and taking vacations. We're going to talk about this shooting.
But we covered it. We covered it here at least. I mean,
Fox covered it too. Fox covered Joe Biden.
No, we tried. I mean, you try to get whatever done when you can. Other big news, I brought it up, gas prices. Then we have Janet Yellen coming out and saying that what's going on has nothing to do with the administration, even though she admitted a month ago that she had no idea inflation would get this high, could have never seen it coming. But now she is basically saying, well, we all knew this was coming. And it doesn't take much if you go back and look at her comments on what she has said and done. At first, hey, we couldn't have seen this coming. No way. And then now it's like, oh, well, it's not our fault. We knew this was going to happen. She said that historically, high gas prices have nothing to do with the policies and are reflective of low producing oil companies. Once again, low producing oil companies said, quote, well, I don't think the policies are responsible for what's happening in the oil market. Actually, consumption of gas and fuels are currently at lower levels than pre-pandemic. And what's happened is the production has gone down. So she says it's refinery capacity that's declined in the United States and oil production has declined. That's the problem. She says that oil producers were caught off guard by the strength of the economy and how fast we recovered from COVID.
She's an idiot.
And she's in charge.
See, here's the deal. She's doing this for ideology. You guys don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually a Green New Deal conspiracy theorist. She wants cars.
Absolutely.
But here's again, and why don't you call me stupid again? This is the media's freaking fault. Why isn't the media, MSNBC, CNN, I can go down the list, ABC, NBC,
When you
whatever.
say stupid things, I'll say it's stupid.
Well, I don't care what you say. It doesn't
Especially
matter.
when
My
you-
prognostications are dead on. But anyway.
Well, no, when you come
Janet
after me
Yellen.
and start saying, and you brought it up again, I'm going to have to put you in your place again,
I don't
Eric.
care.
I
Doesn't
know,
matter
but then
what you
people
say.
don't want to hear you
I'm
say
telling you
stupid
right now,
things.
from a
when you
outside-
come
I'm
to
about
the
to-
media and start saying that local media screwed up and we don't cover shootings, and we do cover shootings, then I'm going to have to call it out.
Let's go ahead and
So
do-
if you bring
Here
this
go.
back up again, I'm going to have to freaking put you in your place again.
Here's the
So
deal.
why don't we talk about good topics, which is why I moved away
Doesn't
from
matter. Janet Yellen, she's telling you to your face on liberal networks, this is a refinery thing. This is not anything to do with our policies. Joe Biden's a rock star. Nothing to see here. The problem is the bad oil companies. That's not true. You know it's not true. You guys came into office and you did everything you could to shut down this industry. You thought it would go a little bit slower. You didn't think there was going to be a $2.85 a gallon jumping to a $7. That's what really screwed your asses up. But there's no media in these rooms going, Janet, shut up. You're lying to us. Let's get to the facts. There are refineries. They've been here since 1980. You haven't built any new ones. You shut down the XL pipeline. You won't let the people in Texas oil or drill. You've decimated the coastal drilling. That's why there's no oil, Janet. So let's stop with this bull garbage. That's what the
And that's
media has
exactly
not
what
done.
it is.
And now people like us.
Fox News has been all over it.
Barely.
Newsmax has
they
been
get
on it.
one question in any
I'm not sticking
press
up for
conference.
national media. I'm just saying it would be nice if they did it. But Eric, you're right. There's a plan.
Nobody heard Eric Johnson in St. Charles, Missouri today saying the truth. That's the truth. You want to know why you got bad oil prices? It's not because of Russia. It's because you guys are shutting down an industry that the world relies on. Let's move back to COVID, shall we?
No, 100%. But what I was finishing up with Janet Yellen saying is it's all about this. There's a plan, as Eric was saying. There is definitely a plan, and it's about, as she said, quote, the only way to fix our issues is to move to renewable energies.
See, there you go.
Ding, 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 ding. There it is.
And then the suspicious media should step and go, Hold on. Don't lie to us.
I mean,
Okay.
they should be calling for
Yeah.
her resignation. That's what bothers me.
Fox does.
Yeah.
That more, I'm
Newsmax
saying
does.
not the news stations. People are around her. You know,
It's the
just,
same with every
But they're
topic
on the
going
same
on right now.
team.
I'm saying like
They're
we should
on
be
the same
calling them
team.
out for the fact that she's done such a bad job, but she still has her job.
People try
don't
to
think
on
that would have
social
been
media.
allowed.
What are you going to do? How are you going to change it? The only way you change things is by you vote people out.
Right.
That's it. That's all you can do.
I just feel like if it was a different administration and someone dropped the ball this big, it'd be a bigger story.
But you're.
Right?
Let's see many times I can be called stupid right now.
Well,
okay,
no,
so here's the
no,
deal.
now you're feeling sorry for yourself
No, I'm not.
again.
I love
because
it.
When
I
you
have no
attack
problem with
somebody
it.
else,
I have no problem.
When you attack somebody
it's
else,
actually like playing the
and
game.
say that that you called me out first, and I respond, and then you don't like it when I respond.
Yes.
And then now you're bringing it up again, and people
So-
don't want to hear you say stupid crap to me, which is attacking me.
I'm not
And
attacking
then
you.
yes, you did. You said local media.
It's like you
that
bringing
you
up,
guys
like-
have not done the stuff that you have to do. And then I prove it to you that, yes, we cover it on a daily basis.
Just because I'm a
And now this
musician
is the
doesn't mean I
third
have all
time
the
that
answers
you
on
brought
music.
it up. So obviously you're a little butthurt because I put you in
Not
the
at
place.
all.
Then why do you keep
No,
bringing
you
it up?
You can talk
You keep
about me,
bringing
but
it
don't
up.
talk for me.
You keep
Here's the
bringing
deal.
it up, and that's the problem, Eric.
This is Media Monday, apparently.
You're a soft,
This is
sensitive
Media Monday.
person, and I appreciate it.
I'm
That's
not
fine.
soft, and I'm
but
not
if you come
sensitive.
after me,
A
I've
little
got to
bit
stick up
nostalgic,
and make
that's
sure
all.
that we have to keep people straight. And while we're at it, pay your debts and stop
Jesus
being like you do it all the time.
Are you going to stick up for me here, Chris?
No, he's not, because you're out
Chris.
of line. Pay your debts.
Here's the deal.
Pay your
Let's do
debts.
talk radio.
Pay your
Yeah,
debts. Yeah.
We got a personal
So
problem.
if you
Deal with it.
continue to
Yeah.
come after me,
I'm not
this
coming
is
after
bad.
you at all.
You've come after me 3 times. You've started all 3.
I'm going to ask you a question.
And I don't
We
have
missed
to
it.
ask Chris to stick up
I'm gonna
because
have to-
you're out of line.
I'm going to have to ask you a question then, and then we'll get back to Media Monday.
Media Monday.
Why is there? Why not? Because don't tell me about the crime in St. Louis, Vic. But you're in the media. Why is there so much crime in St. Louis?
There's a lot of
No,
opinions.
why?
I don't know. I'm not the
You
end
don't
all
know?
end all.
Well, then don't you think the media should be doing their due diligence?
Yeah, there's too many guns.
Post-dispatch?
There's too many guns.
The guns are the problem.
There's
Okay.
too many guns.
You're right, Chris. We should talk about something else.
Yeah, exactly. We should.
It's the media's fault.
We were
because
talking
the media,
about. Well, how many
We-
times have you heard me rip national media? I know you forget from day to day, Eric, but I'm ripping the national media all the
Rip
time.
local media,
so for you,
too.
tell me we don't cover national stories. How many times do you have to tell you this?
You cover St. Louis stories.
We'll cover St. Louis stories, absolutely.
And the only reason I'm getting mad
And when
about
they
this
come
topic is because there's people like the John Parkers of the world and the Drew Collins of the world who talk garbage, but there needs to be a mediator out there that says, actually, gentlemen, the reason that there's so many crimes happening is because you have some really screwed up leadership. We're going to go to them today at 5:45. So meet us back here on Fox 2 News. And then we got
There should be a mediator for so many things. I agree that I wish things were different. You cover it on a national scale, but it's a national scale. That's where it is.
Yeah. And local too. And if something happens in St. Charles, we need a beat reporter here in St. Charles that we can really dive in and find out what happened so that it
Media
doesn't happen
covers
again.
what happens. That's plain and simple. The problem is that national media started giving their opinion, and that's what ruined media. And then you had sides develop. You brought up, journalism used to be so. Yeah, it was great when nobody gave an opinion.
Yeah.
You cover stories. You don't go out and give opinions, and you get all sides.
Yeah. I think you could fix a lot of problems in this country with the proper down the middle reporting. That's all. And I think that I think it's a fair topic to have on a radio show. I really do. I think it is
Absolutely.
legitimately a fair topic to go. It's not the cops' fault that there's so many shootings. It's not the community's fault. It's not the church's fault. Where's the damn media reporting on what is really going on so that we at least know
And we
where the problems
local
are?
media reports on that all the time. So that's the problem. It's not my fault that you're clueless to what the media. You're not
Yeah.
watching. I mean, I see it every day.
Yeah.
And that's why I explain it. You brought up your point. I said it. It should have been done. You brought it up 2 more times, and it's over. We got to take a quick break, though. It's the fastest 2 hours in Morning Talk Radio. It's an hour down, just like that. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Krista Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with more of The Edge right after this. Of course, you can jump in on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. If you want to give us a call, you can do that as well. The phone number is 636-695-2915.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Conrad Bellman at Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters. Right now, we're buying any pre-owned vehicles. At Bellman Carnection, we will take anything on trade: farm, house, truck, cars, and SUVs. Bring into a Bellman pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van today. The inventory is always fresh, so hurry in before someone else buys the one you want. Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters at Highway 70 and 370, where you will never pay the max. Online at carnection.com.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need: indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Hey, it's Shanny for Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials: a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray kicking off the new work week on this Monday. Sunny skies. It's not too bad out the door this morning, but it's a hot day with increasing humidity as we go through the afternoon. 95 for the high. Tonight, clear skies, warm and humid. Evening temperatures taking that slow drop out of the 90s into the upper 80s. 72 for the overnight low. Tuesday, sunny, hot, humid. We're going to feel that going out the door. 100 degrees on Tuesday. Tuesday night, clear, warm, and humid. 75. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm going to keep it hot. I'm going to keep it humid. And each day, though, could bring a spot thunderstorm. Those spots, the key word, fairly limited. 95 for the high Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and again on Saturday. The way it's looking now, probably toss in Sunday, too. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, 9 o'clock is our time. Monday, January 20th. Janitors represented by the SEIU Local 1 are gathering downtown today. They're calling for a new contract and Juneteenth paid as a national holiday. So they want that. Members of the Service Employment Union Agency are gathering at Jefferson and Clark Avenues. So their contract expires October 31st of this year. So they want a new contract. By the way, that contract covers roughly 1,600 janitors. So they say they want that new contract done before they're going to continue to work. We talked a little bit about this. Suspects firing at officers hit and killed a female bystander overnight. 4 victims were identified in the St. Louis County home explosion from last week. You can read a story on fox2now.com to learn more about that as well. Also, 2 more suspicious fires in Dogtown happened early Sunday morning. You've also got a very interesting story. Remember Times Beach? It went from a resort town to an environmental disaster. Got a very fascinating story on fox2now.com with that as well. St. Louis Cardinals lost 2 or 3 over the weekend to the Red Sox. Seems like they got the offense going a little bit back better, which was good. Glad to see that. But now they are tied for first place, 38-30 with the Brewers, as they kick off a 4-game series in Milwaukee. And Game 3 of the NHL Finals tonight. Stanley Cup Final switches to Tampa. Tampa's in a must-win. If they lose tonight, that series is over. That's a look at your morning news and your sports headlines. I'm Vic Faust.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. That's right, I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
Happy Monday, June 20th. People born on this day tend to be gentle, positive, and highly likable individuals. These people have an outspoken, imaginative, and creative personality, and their hunger for life and adventure are quite unique. Starting off the list today, Nicole Kidman. She turns 55. Do you remember her in Days of Thunder?
I
the
do.
Doctor? Yeah. Do you guys know where she was born?
Australia.
No.
Where? I don't know.
Honolulu, Hawaii.
That is freaking cool.
I know. I didn't know that. Married to Keith Urban now. She's living the mom life, but she is one of the highest paid actresses ever.
Oh.
Yes, for what she does. Moving on, we have John Goodman. He's a local boy, right?
St. Louis's
Afton,
own.
Missouri. He was in The Big Lebowski, but probably mostly known for Roseanne. He turned 70 today. Christopher Mintz-Plasse, I want to say. He's 33 years old. He played McLovin, if you guys are familiar with Superbad.
Oh, yeah.
Also had roles in Kick-Ass and Role Models.
Yep.
Then Quentin Rampage Jackson. He is an MMA fighter. Former UFC light heavyweight champion, is 44 today. Going on to some music people, Lionel Richie.
Lionel.
He sold more than 90 million records. Was with the Commodores.
Say you say me.
How old do you think he is? How old do you think he is?
65.
Vic?
I say 70.
Eric, anything? 73 today.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we have also Bob Vila is 76 today. We have John Taylor, Duran Duran's bassist, is 62. Michael Anthony, he was with Van Halen. He was a bassist as well. He is 68. And then we had Anne Murray. She was known in the 70s for having the first U.S. #1 as a Canadian woman. She is 77 today. And then we can't miss Rosalind. So happy birthday to Roz. I don't know your age, but happy birthday. And we wish everybody a great day today for their birthday from your Edge family.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the show.
Take time today to indulge in a sweet treat. It is National Vanilla Milkshake Day.
How about vanilla? Let's get vanilla.
Beware, possible brain freeze ahead. We're celebrating the base of all milkshake creation. Celebrate National Vanilla Milkshake Day. Vanilla?
Oh, come on. Vanilla is girl's flavor.
Okay,
vanilla milkshake, just a vanilla milkshake.
All right, everybody in position. It's the 1980s era Lakers, and by that I mean showtime.
Oh, yeah. No, it is showtime. Welcome back, everybody. The fastest 2 hours in Morning Talk here at Radio. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Krista Cooper, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Didn't we have something last week about milkshake or flavors? Because Eric said vanilla, and vanilla was the answer.
Oh, it was the ice cream. It was just ice cream flavors.
And strawberry was nowhere on the list.
It was like 6. Yeah, it was down there.
So
I think butter pecan beat it even.
How about a vanilla latte?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay.
Need that.
But Chris, you don't drink coffee, right?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I will. I like Starbucks coffee. That's right.
Okay.
You get it with like all the pumps and the
Yes,
everything and
yes.
the. Oh, gotcha.
So you've been there too, obviously.
There's like a secret menu that my friend orders off of all the time, and she always shows up with these
From
like
where?
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
And
Yeah.
like it's the funniest to order with her. She pulls up and it's like, I want a dirty chai, double pump this, triple pump that. I don't know, oat milk. It's like the longest order ever, but it's always so good.
Well, on that topic and something lighter, researchers have offered 300 people a free drink while they shopped. Each person got a cup. They could choose between coffee, decaf, or water. Half chose coffee. By the end, the coffee drinkers had spent 50% more money and bought 30% more stuff.
Oh.
They think it's because caffeine makes you more energetic, less tired, more impulsive, and this seems that it backs it up. The people who drank coffee tended to buy far more non-essential items than they really needed. In other words, impulse purchases. Don't drink coffee and go shopping.
I just don't go hungry when I go shopping because that's always bad.
Why? Because you want to go to the food court?
No, whenever it's like the worst when you go shopping and then there's like a Target. Okay.
Mhm.
So even if I went for something for my kid, like new chalk or bubbles or whatever, I'm trying to find a shawl or something. You will end up over by the food.
Yes,
and
every
you will
single
buy
time.
things.
Every single time, I'm with you.
Also, why I try not to take my kids with me because that always makes the cart heavier too.
Damn. That's true.
I
It
just
makes-
have to do a list, and I literally do the list as if I'm walking through the store
Yeah.
so that I don't turn back and go back because then I will inevitably pick up something else.
I was walking out of the room to go get some water. Eric, what did you have up on your screen about Hillary Clinton? Because I had something in the news about Hillary Clinton, but it wasn't what you had up.
Well, Hillary is, they're trying to figure out midterms right now. And Hillary is trying to say, hey, let's stop talking about transgenderism and all this other garbage because we're going to get our asses handed to us. Let's start talking about kitchen table issues. Well, she's a really good politician. It's not that she doesn't believe that transgendered should be able to compete in women's sports. And she doesn't believe in, I mean, that's what they live for. They live for the Green New Deal. But Hillary is saying, 6 months from now, you guys are going to get elected out of office because you're talking about things that don't really affect people. So I suggest you stop doing it.
She also said she's not considering another presidential run.
Well,
And
because
she's
she
not.
said Biden should be running and that she didn't think opposing him would be. That's the thing. She said that, but she also followed it up with let me leave this open, because she did make the comment of, well, because he's going to be running and it just wouldn't make sense if we both ran. But if he doesn't run, I feel like she left that kind of open because she said she wouldn't challenge Biden.
You mean if he accidentally stops breathing?
Or does not win the vote, or it just starts going so south, everyone jumps ship. I don't know. But I felt like she left that open.
She's
a little
not.
bit.
She's done. She's cooked.
Well-
It's like trying to bring back the Cosby Show. It's not going to happen. It was fantastic back in the day. It was great back in the day. Cosby went and screwed everything up.
Are you saying that Hillary was like Cosby Show?
Yeah. When we first met the Clintons, we were like enamored. And then when we found out how shady they were like, well, yeah, they were like dying all over the place. Vince Foster episode. And I just think that she's like, you know what? I'm living the good life, drinking wine with the ladies in the backyard. I'm going to a few book club things here and there. I'm still Hillary Clinton. The Green New Dealers will listen to me. She's kind of like the female godfather of the Democratic Party, really.
Yeah, I always think it's funny that they find her out on these walks. I mean,
Why
really,
not?
like strategically find her on these walks.
Because they don't have bugs in her house, or they don't have bugs outside.
Well, she said it also on the same day, I think, that our president was falling off of his bike.
Oh, it was the same day.
And she also said her statement on transgender people on the same day that the International Swimming's governing body voted to restrict transgender athletes in women's events. That's kind of a big deal.
It is. Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, because you've got some young girls. I mean, you've got a young daughter coming up.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be playing sports more than likely if she's like her mom, right?
Yeah.
Also, now saying that I'm trying to find the exact total, but you had to be at least anybody who didn't start, but this is kind of scary, their switch or transgenderism by 12?
Oh.
I was like, 12 what? Couldn't compete?
Child abuse.
By 12?
Yeah, that's...
It's child abuse.
It's not, you're not developed yet.
The story is so bizarre all the way across the board. No female should compete against a male. I'm sorry. It just shouldn't happen. The male has the superior physical physique. It's just nature. It's all it is nature. I get it. There's guys that think they're girls, but then they get on the track, or they get in, track and field, or they get in the pool. They just dominate. Not a big deal. Having women's sports, which has benefited women to the nth degree, basketball, women's professional basketball, the WNBA, is actually a hit in some cities. They have made, but you can't bring guys into that because then it becomes another thing. So, common sense. I'm glad that's all golf claps, that the governing organization over this basically said, you know what? If you're not a chick by 12, you're done. Thanks. Go try out for the guys. You probably won't make it because you're not good enough over there.
Yeah. So is the age thing because there's already are they trying to say that there's already enough science that proves that
Who knows?
after 12, that you...
Well, you didn't hit puberty.
Right. But if they did and then they switched, they're saying they've already got a leg up because the testosterone and everything started.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to find the study again right now.
Because
going back looking for it, but I did read it.
Because you do build muscle faster and easier than a woman because of the amount of testosterone that you have.
Yeah,
the way I understand.
It's called nature. We shouldn't be embarrassed about talking about it. It just is what it is. So, I mean, again, hopefully we're starting to. I think that the progressives in this country they seized power when they had that opportunity. It was like at the beginning of COVID when Trump left office. They just snatched everything up that they could. And I think people are going, let's start fixing some of these problems. Women shouldn't be competing against men. Thanks for playing the game. Okay, slide that one off the table. Green New Deal stuff, same thing. They tried to snatch power, close XL pipelines and all that. It didn't work. Our gas prices have never been $6 a gallon. Slide that one off the table. Everything that they're doing right now, they attempted to do in the name of progressive politics. And people are seeing it. And that's why Hillary's like, I'm not running against this. This headwind is way too strong.
Well, she saw it too. And the policy, which goes into effect Monday, and here's more about what it is. It requires transgender swimmers to have completed. Transgender swimmers will have to have been completed with their transition by 12 years old to compete in women's competitions and to maintain their circulating testosterone below the levels of 2.5, and I never even heard this word before, nanomoles per liter.
That's a new one.
It effectively bars most transgender women from top swimming events, including the Olympics. The International Olympic Committee defers to each sports federation to determine athlete eligibility.
Yep.
So, and this is what Eric has wanted. The FINA, the governing body, is working to establish an open category for swimmers whose gender identity differs from their sex.
The Special Olympics is a great example of that, Crystal Cooper.
Yeah.
The Special Olympics is this amazing event that is put on every year, or I think every 4 years, whatever it is. And it's about people who, they're not going to compete in the real Olympics, but they have one of the most sensational events that this country puts together. Why not have a transgendered league? That would be great.
If you can get enough people.
It would be great.
Yeah.
We've got to have enough people.
It would be a spotlight on their abilities to compete against each other.
Mm-hmm.
It would be if even all colleges could have a transgendered league inside of the NCAA.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
Right.
And ESPN2 could put it on every Saturday. We could watch it. We could go to Mizzou and see the transgendered Tigers versus the Illini. It would be great. There's no problems.
No.
I think it would get support, but like Vic said, you just have to have enough to
I
even
think
get
you
it
would have
rolling.
more than enough. And I don't think you'd even have to have I have to go through the whole rigmarole of the surgery and this, that, and the other. They just claim I'm a woman. And if you're a guy, I'm a transgendered man, and I want to do pole vaulting.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't sound right, but you know what I'm saying. I want to do the hammer throw, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did that sound any
Stop!
better?
Why are you laughing over there? You know what I'm saying.
That's awesome, Eric.
All right.
And Caitlyn Jenner has been out on this topic, and she does not agree with transgender women being able to do the same. She said she wouldn't. She's been invited to plenty of celebrity golf events, and she said that she would not go and play from the women's tees because it wasn't fair. She's good at golf, but she knows how to compete evenly, right? So I think that.
So Caitlin's playing the back tees?
Yes.
Okay.
But she said she wouldn't play against women because she knows it's not fair because she honed the sport when she wasn't a female. So
yeah, she can
knows
drive
how
it
good
300
she is.
yards.
Right. So she's not going to walk up and take advantage of the lady tee. She's going to hit where she can hit from.
Yeah.
You know?
That's awesome. Again and again and again. We got another study, guys, talking about genetics and gender. Researchers in Australia tracked down how good people were at keeping a beat. And this will go to Eric, being the musician that he is. They also looked at more than 600,000 people's DNA. This is amazing. 600,000 people's DNA using stats from the site 23andMe. They said they identified 69 different genetic variants associated with rhythm.
Huh.
69 different genetic variants associated with rhythm that you get from genetics. They found that 13 to 16% of those variations that you get are hereditary.
Okay.
Meaning they're passed down from parents, meaning that if you have a beat, if you have rhythm, if you can dance,
I'd love to know what the 13 are.
I know a good portion is that you got it from your parents.
Makes sense.
You can dance because you got the rhythm.
Yeah.
15%.
Shake what your mama gave you, right?
15%. 15% of your talent as a dancer could be genetic. It also applies to musical talent like playing drums or rhythmic guitar. I have told you before, I tried everything. I had zero rhythm. I could not play drums.
No?
No, I tried. I couldn't do it. I was terrible. And I was wondering, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't.
Yeah. Now, Eric, were your parents musicians?
Yeah.
Oh.
We come a musical family. Matt was the drummer.
Mine weren't.
Yeah. Matt was the drummer in Platinum Rock Legends for a while. My brother. Allison does it. My sister doesn't. But music, kind of the whole musical thing started in Africa. It was very rhythmically oriented. If you look at African music, it's very drums. Look at the Lion King. There you go. It's actually fascinating how music has developed in different parts of the world. You go to Europe and the more Scandinavian, it's very melodic, very harmonic. It's not so rhythmical. Classical music is kind of the same way. It's multiple. It's fascinating. I don't want to get on the air with it, but I love that study that it's genetic on how you perceive rhythm and how you perceive music. Because I could never understand how could people not like classical music, but there's a lot of people that just don't gravitate to classical music, but they like hip hop, and hip hop is really where they love to be because it's all rhythm, rock music, So no, that's fascinating. I'd love to learn more about that study. Actually,
that's a lot of DNA.
So your parents can't dance?
I didn't say I couldn't dance, girl.
Oh, well, you said you had no rhythm.
To play instruments.
I didn't know if it correlated.
I'll shake what my mama gave me. No, I can dance and do some things, but not really well. No, like I could do a dance.
Yeah.
Like if you're taught, like here's your dance, you practice it, then you can do it, but not just like
you're not gonna be moving in a bar when you hear a song.
No.
Oh, I do.
No.
Yeah. I think when you're a kid, if you gravitate towards that, if you're like, I love this so much, I just want to sit in my room and practice.
That's my son. So my son actually beatboxes, and yeah.
You should hear Eric beatbox.
Give me some.
Eric's super talented.
Job.
No,
But-
you should hear Eric is super talented musician.
No,
my kid would
I
love
think
that.
when you get later in life, and I have a lot of people that come up and say, "Will you teach me how to play guitar?" First thing I want to say is, "Sure, no problem," because But then you sit down and they, like Vic said, they just have no ability to even get to that first step, and then they get frustrated, like, oh, "Okay, well, I tried, bye," and they throw the guitar in the trash can. But kids. Like rock music was my thing. I would listen to Robin Trower all day long, and Peter Frampton and Hendrix, and I just wanted to make those sounds that I gravitated towards so much that I just practiced all the time.
Yeah,
and then I developed my own thing, and blah blah blah. One thing led to another. But as you get later in life, I feel like it's just so hard to learn how to play an instrument with any kind of proficiency.
Yeah,
Later, as opposed to being young.
Oh yeah, if you're in your late 20s and you haven't given a thought to music, it's hard. Just buy tickets and go to the concerts.
That's awesome. We've continued to follow some of the stories that are coming down. Did you guys? I'd never even heard of this guy. Did you hear film director Paul Haggis?
no. But I'm terrible with names. I'll be like, you remember that one guy from the actor that was in this one and this one? And then usually my friends pull it out for me.
Well, I was trying to find out who this guy. He just popped up. He's an Oscar-winning director.
And what happened?
I don't know. He was detained in Italy for another one of those sexual assault cases and like Hollywood movie producers.
Ooh.
Allegations he sexually assaulted a woman in southern Italy.
Casting couch gone awry.
So, non-consensual sexual relations for over 2 days.
Ooh.
Anyway, so that one did just come out. I just saw that come off of our website there. Also, something else that just came down today. We talked about it. The autopsy had finally come out on Tyree Sampson, if you remember him, the young St. Louisan who died when he fell from the ride in Florida. His autopsy came out. Well, his dad came out and spoke about him dying from blunt force trauma. They got the official. He fell 70 feet from the 430-foot high ride at the Icon Park in March. Well, so dad's holding a press conference this morning at 10:30 to talk about that. We had heard some of those issues, but it's another.
It was just an accident. It was someone that
total accident.
Put them in there. The kid was like, "Well, I'm going to look real bad if I tell this 300-pound kid to get off this ride. I better try to do something." The ride couldn't handle it. He fell forward, fell to his death. It was an accident, and they'll probably have to pay out millions of dollars.
He was 100 pounds overweight.
Oh, not even just like a little.
They had him at 380 pounds, and the ride is supposed to only have 250.
Wow.
Yeah. So 9:25 is our time on this Monday, June 20th. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight, Krista Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. We'll take your phone calls. We'll take your comments. If you don't jump in on the Facebook line, 100.7 The Viper. Love when you share the show. You can also, of course, as always, jump in and stream us, viperrocks.com. We're also on YouTube, The Morning Edge. Back with more of The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio right after this.
The Edge Morning Show.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care, glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444. dryoureyes.com.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Every 40 seconds, someone in the United States has a stroke. Strokes are the leading cause of death and serious disability nationwide and around the world, but it doesn't have to be. Knowing the signs and symptoms of a stroke and taking quick action by calling 911 to get to a hospital like Barnes Jewish St. Peter's or Progress West for fast, accurate treatments is critical. Learn more about strokes and see if you're at risk by visiting bjc.org/stroke. That's bjc.org/stroke.
DQ presents the sound of an all-star summer lineup. Leading off, the promising rookie, new Oreo Dirt Pie. On deck, the fan favorite Girl Scout Thin Mints. Summer standouts, drumstick with peanuts and cotton candy. And batting cleanup, it's you. With your red spoon and 6 summer blizzard flavors, official treat of MLB. All part of the new DQ All-Star Summer Blizzard lineup. DQ? Happy tastes good.
If you are having a bad day at work, I can help. Hi, this is Curtis Barks with Complete Auto Body and Repair. We just expanded to Cottleville and St. Peters and are looking for qualified automotive and auto body technicians that would want to work in a climate-controlled environment. That's right, we offer a fully climate-controlled, air-conditioned and heated facility in both Cottleville and St. Peters. Visit us at CompleteAB.com. If it's not perfect, it's not complete. Others can't compete with Complete Auto Body.
Dad, and service.
Oh yeah, and service.
He fixed the car.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Hello, Discover here to explain our cash back match. Here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cashback Match. Now to recap and say cashback one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Guys, welcome back to the show. It is the Edge of fastest 2 hours in Morning Talk Radio. You never know what we're going to be talking about. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight. Chris Cooper on Big Frosty Fox 2. Eric, I had no idea you liked Mickey Mouse, man.
I did.
It's actually a cool shirt.
See, I
like
wish
Mickey
you.
Mouse. I bought a cool T-shirt this weekend.
Oh, what?
It was at Von Mar, and it has a bear on it, and it says "Big Hugs." I just had to grab it. I don't know why. It caught my eye, and I thought, man, I
That's
like
pretty
that
cool.
T-shirt. Yeah.
What color?
It's gray.
Can you wear it in sometime?
I might do it tomorrow.
Wear it in tomorrow.
I might do it tomorrow.
Who doesn't want big hugs?
Big hugs. That's right.
That's the best,
With a
right?
big bear
Okay,
on it.
Mickey Mouse used to be cool. Now he's employee 16157 for Disney.
Oh my god!
And his pronouns are rat, rodent, and vermin.
Oh my god, that was good.
Eric,
You
that's
needed a but
Eric, that's the truth.
Eric, that's
the truth.
That's the best thing you've ever said on
not
the
the
spot.
best
No,
thing.
it is. No, it is.
Oh, it's one of them.
Oh
I guess, you know.
my!
Take it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That was funny and creative.
Rat, rodent, and vermin.
Okay,
Mr. Rat.
I
Mr.
just
Rodent.
learned something. Seriously, I had no idea. Chris and you guys looked at me and I was like, yeah, I feel stupid because I didn't know any better. Apparently, I'm the last person to know that you can buy an insurance policy on somebody else.
Life
That you don't,
insurance.
I mean, life insurance.
It's just a bet. You're just taking
that
it's
you
just a
don't
bet.
even, yeah, but I'm clueless. That you don't even, you may not even know them. You may not even have a personal relationship with them. And you can buy an insurance policy on them.
Yes.
Life insurance.
Yes.
And if they pass away,
You get the money.
you get paid out.
Yes.
You're just gambling. That's all you're doing. Company makes money off you until the guy dies. Up, died. Okay, pay him out. They go to the casino.
Oh my God.
That's all life insurance
No,
is.
employers do that.
What do you mean employers do that?
Some employers do that, and they whether it's
No, so you don't have to be an employer, though.
no. Mm-mm. You want to take a life insurance policy out on me,
Yeah.
Nick?
It's just a gamble. Just a bet.
Oh, but you can. My mind is spinning. I got it.
I mean, you can't like take one out on someone and then they just disappear. I mean, I think they're going to call you out for that.
Well, that was my next question here.
It's like the movie Deadpool. Remember Deadpool?
Yes.
Where they had all the bets who was going to be the next one to die? And Deadpool screwed everybody up because he became Deadpool.
Yeah.
He was like, now he can't die. So everybody who bet on Deadpool to die basically lost their money.
Okay. So if you buy said life insurance policy to somebody and they pass away, I guarantee you're going to have people calling you. Investigators are going to be calling you unless it was a natural call. I mean, man, this is blowing my mind.
Yeah,
It's like any other thing. It's like, do you want to take a life insurance policy out on your significant other? Doesn't that look a little suspicious if they go?
Yeah.
Aren't you like freaking out? Like, oh my God, she passed away
That is
quietly in her sleep of
No,
natural causes.
I can't even think straight
Right?
right
Or
now.
a
My
car
mind, my
accident?
wheels are spinning. Yes.
Right? Car accident,
Why'd you take
something
a
like that.
$10 million policy out on your wife last week?
Chris, how many life insurance policies do you have on people?
Look at that smile.
I got
Damn
one
dog.
on you.
Oh my God.
Damn dog. Stop smiling so big.
You got to drive to St. Louis every day. I figured I wouldn't lose.
Oh!
That's
He's getting
funny.
the payout pretty soon.
I don't go to St. Louis
I'm
every
just
day,
kidding.
but that's
I'm just kidding.
Robert Peterbaugh says tax free.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gordon says start taking out policies Oh, that's not on North City drug dealers. That should pay off.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know we've gotten far in this city when we start making jokes about it now.
Yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah, that shocked you, didn't it?
No, it did. Now that it kind of scares me a little bit too.
Why?
The whole lot. I mean, I don't understand it, but man, as Eric said, it's just simple gambling.
It is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you feel like
The
putting
house
money out
always
there
the
for
house
it.
always wins.
Yes.
Right? Okay,
Yes.
the house always wins. Let's get that straight. But however,
But if you take a life insurance policy out on somebody, they don't have to know.
I'm not sure about that part because I do think you have to do a physical.
Well, see, that's okay. Now we're getting into what I was wanting to get into.
So yeah, I don't think one of our listeners could just like call up and be like, "I want to take a life insurance policy out on Crystal Cooper," and they get it.
I think they can.
How and
Really?
how because you don't know
Yeah, I
what
think-
their physical status is when you're taking like the company.
It
would.
would just be a bad rate, or you just.
It has to do with the dollar amount that you're insuring.
Mm.
So, I mean, if you call them and say, well, hey, I won $1 million on Vic Faust, they're going to say, okay, that's great. Here's the dollar amount, and we need him to go take a blood test. And, they're going to make sure you're not a smoker because that's going to affect the rate.
Yeah, so they
Your
would
age.
make you do that.
But if I call and said, hey, I want a $50,000 insurance on Vic Faust, they're going to say, okay, this is how much it is. And there is no test required. You guys, Eric.
What's the difference?
There's a level of requirement.
You mean
Right.
for the money, the amount of
Correct.
money?
For the
the amount
payout.
of money is going to be the determining factor on what they require. If you have to go take a physical, you have to do blood work, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm
On
gonna
a
take
lower-
one out on Joe Biden.
on a lower dollar.
Oh, my
On a lower
God.
dollar amount policy, there's not any type of restrictions. You can get them for 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000.
Okay. Eric, Chris, we got to check this out. Robert says, check out IMF on life insurance at birth. We're a bond.
Huh.
How would that work? Seriously,
I don't know.
are we a citizen? Is there money paid for us when is a transaction taking place? Robert,
idea.
please explain. If we're a bond, that means money when we're born. Does it mean money is paid by the government to something else?
I don't know.
So our birth represents money? I don't know. I'm trying to follow along.
Well, you could hedge your bets on what you think that person is going to make over the course of their life, and that's their tax revenue. Who knows? I mean, that's a really weird thing to say. And if it's so complicated and deep state like that, do you really care? Like, do you
Yeah.
really? Is it going to affect your
Yeah.
quality of life if you know that you're
no,
getting
you're
money
right.
made off of you?
I mean, I agree with you. I don't know any better. I don't have any experience with this.
This country is littered with things where you're like, what are you talking about? I had no idea they were doing that. I mean, it's just littered. But are you going to really make it? Is it going to affect your life? Or you're not going to go to the
Right? Or you
to the
gonna be able
rock
to change it?
to the concert tonight, and you're going to not have,
Well, I guess my first impression would be, quote, if we are a bond, then is there money out there for each one of our lives that we could claim? Seems too good to be true. I know. I sound stupid because I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know, but I'm trying to.
I don't know.
It's hard to talk about this stuff when we don't know what we're talking about for real.
I know.
And
know.
it's like, do I even care now? I don't
I know.
care. It's just finance. It's like treasury stuff. It's like anytime I try to act like I'm intelligent about the Treasury Department and what they do and the Fed, it's like I'm like,
Right.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. It just seems like they screwed everything up.
Okay,
So
Robert gave it. I find it fascinating because Robert says you're bought and sold by companies based on your potential earnings. You are the creditor and not the debtor. I'm still a
that
little
can't be true. We need proof. Send us proof.
You're bought and sold by companies based on your potential earnings. You are the creditor, not the debtor.
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm in the middle of some kind of a riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we will. We'll look at him. Good guest for you, David Lester Straight. We'll look him up. We'll try to get David Lester Straight on. Robert, you've been pretty good with a ton of different things on the show. So, sure enough, good enough to go follow up on that. So, we'll see.
Well, the wealthy figure a way to monetize everything. So if they can monetize your birth and everybody gets born, it's okay, fine. Then they've done it. You know, you have a number. It's a Social Security number. So it's not like you're not easy to track.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that you can purchase life insurance on somebody without them even knowing.
Mm-hmm. And I wonder what happens when, like, so if you and your ex had life insurance policies on each other, but then now you're not together anymore, if you can take away that she has one on you. I don't know. You can't take it back, right, Chris? Like if
I don't know. We need to get an insurance agent.
Yeah, I will. I'll get one tomorrow. I had one on my ex before, just because my kids.
You didn't let it expire,
were living
did
in.
you?
Yeah, I did.
Hmm.
I know. Maybe I should re-up it.
Can't.
You can't do another one?
You'd have to do another one, a whole different one.
Yeah.
Be under a different rate, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I only did that because I was paying out so much money.
Yeah.
But then at the same point in time, then the kids were over there too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Robert now says since 1666, that's been going. We'll get David on. I can't wait for that guest.
Is today a federal holiday?
Yeah, it's Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Hmm.
The Juneteenth from yesterday. So today's a federal holiday. Man, that's crazy. How about this one? You're talking about exes and that sort of thing. How about this for a story? I don't think I told this before. I have a friend in Michigan. Her and her ex or her and her husband were going through divorce. Middle of it, getting divorced. He wins the lottery. He hides it. He doesn't tell about it. Technically, they were still married. He tries to hide it. Somehow, some way it comes out. I can't remember if it was right at the end or right as they signed papers. So then the judge loses her mind. She awards half to ex-wife, and he had to pay for everything in court costs.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Yikes.
Don't be shady.
Yeah, and now she lives pretty well.
I bet.
From a financial standpoint.
Wow. Talk about getting lucky.
Yeah,
She's the one that got lucky, not the guy who actually won the lotto.
Yeah,
right?
no, and it was a news story in Detroit
Oh, man.
when I was up there.
You
Talking
know,
about
he
dealing
went out with his
excess.
buddies that night and was like, cheer me up, guys.
Right.
Well, we appreciate the Facebook line, people jumping in now, giving us ideas on who we should talk to regarding what Robert was speaking with. And yeah, Gordon said, well, in another topic, Gordon says he should have had his mom claim it. Well, apparently he wasn't intelligent enough to do that. Yes. If you do that, you have a family member. Claim that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you think you're just God. But could you imagine all of a sudden you're paying out half, going through a divorce.
Oh,
you
I'd
win
be
the
so
freaking
mad.
lottery.
I'd be so mad.
And then
No.
you're paying all the court costs too associated with it.
Yeah.
And you're already going through the divorce. So clearly there's a problem with the other person. And now you've just set that other person up, financially at least, for life.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Does that make a case for a wedding or against weddings?
I don't know. That's a good point.
I mean, why can't you just find someone that you gravitate towards, you love, you don't get married? Because that is, to me, marriage is a contract with you and the state. Yeah, you have the nice, pretty dress and you have the nice rings and all that stuff. But in the end of the day, what's the last thing you do at the end of that wedding day? You go and you sign that document, right? It's like buying a car. After 7 years, you kind of want a new car.
It is a contract.
It is a
Eric.
contract. It's a contract.
Some would say there's a contract between you, your spouse, and God, but
Well, it's real.
some say that.
Yeah, but Uncle Sam's in there.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Sam's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's
awesome.
I'm glad it's not Valentine's Day today because that would have sounded really bad.
You went 7 years and that's it. You want a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man, I really like this 2022 Lexus. It's amazing.
Well, wait a second. How could this backfire?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you win the lottery and you don't want to claim it for whatever reason. You have the ticket, but you have a family member claim it. Oh, Pam says that can backfire too. You mean like family member or mom like screws you over?
Yes. I'm not giving this back. How much do you want back? 10%? Fine. Man.
Oh, there'd definitely be a finder's fee.
Yeah.
Or a claimer's fee.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've been talking about a couple different topics right now. They're going back and forth, but this is interesting because of what Robert brought up. Now, Michelle, who listens to the show on a daily basis, says, quote, I'm working on being a Missouri state nationalist. That has something to do with us being bought and sold and being accounted for, as Robert said, when we're born.
I'm sure there's some truth to that. I guess that's what a Social Security number is all about. You can't get credit without that number, right? You speculate on that. You can track that person for their entire life and how much they actually do make. So if you're born and this kid, I mean, what are you doing? You're just speculating on this kid? You know what I mean? I own this kid.
Yeah, and who's speculating? How does that?
That's creepy. The Bilderbergs? The Rothschilds?
Oh, my God. That's.
I mean, I don't know. The Blevins? You never know.
Fascinating. So fascinating. Amy says that was karma. What happened to the guy? Yeah, I've heard. I've heard such things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you get that. Robert Din says you have a bond. What is a bond CUSIP or a CUSIP number attached to your Social Security number? Chris, you ever heard anything about this before?
Vaguely.
So if you have a bond number attached, which is why he says we're a bond, it's attached to your Social Security number. Where is that number? How do you find it?
Maybe it's not
Trust
for
me.
you to find.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I promise I'll get on and try to find this guy today to get him onto the show. It's fascinating. I can't even remember how we got on this, what we were talking about. Oh, maybe buying insurance on people's lives, which I still can't process that. My brain can't.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah. So $50,000 if I wanted to go put an insurance on somebody
I would think
today.
so, yeah. Anything under that.
And then
or
you're
under-
paying, because, $50,000 insurance policy on somebody, you could probably get that for under $10 a month.
I don't know. Know.
Right?
I have no idea.
Right? Maybe?
We need to have an
Probably
insurance
like under
guy.
50. I don't know about 10. But it's interesting, isn't it? Sorry, I dropped that bomb in the break.
Damn. Why did you say that again?
Oh, we were just talking about random stuff and just popped in my head.
Okay. What Robert said blew my mind. And then, of course, you guys, the listeners, you come up with a lot of interesting stuff. Michelle, who says she's trying to become a Missouri nationalist, says Robert is right. He is correct. And Robert says it's part of the long form birth certificate, not the short one that we're all familiar with when it comes to that number that's associated that goes along with the Social Security number. I don't want to get into Alex Jones. Somebody brought up Alex Jones. Ask Alex Jones. He knows with a laughing face. Man, I don't know. That's so bizarre. But I promise you, we'll look into it. We'll see what we can find. Yeah, I know Michelle just said you need to have David Lester Straight on. Okay, yeah, we'll get him on. They are a wealth of knowledge. They provide the path on how to obtain your trust. Eric, you have a trust.
Apparently.
You have a trust when you were born that's just sitting out there.
Yeah.
Does our trust gain wealth?
I think I'm just going to go and not make any more money and screw this guy's nut up. Because if you don't make any money, you're not making any money for that guy, you would think, right? Whoever invested in you. And wouldn't you like to meet your investor? I want to meet my investor. I want to meet my investor.
It's time to meet your maker.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah.
You get a text message at like noon and it says, I'll meet you at Starbucks at 4:00. Don't bring anybody.
That's
okay. How creepy was that?
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm lost. Your trust gains wealth. So Michelle says her trust is gaining wealth, and she's becoming a nationalist to try to get her, I'm assuming, to get her own wealth back. Gordon said, sounds like a movie. Yeah, we're a corporation.
Dude, this would be a great movie. Who's your father? Who's your daddy? That would be the name of the movie.
Well, we try to learn, we educate, but
Meet
we
your
also get
investor.
educated on the show. What you are missing is that you guys, all of us here, we're not a corporation, or we're a corporation. We're not a person. And Michelle says, once you become a state nationalist, you no longer have to pay income tax.
What? What is a state
How did
nationalist?
not,
I don't
so
know.
you had never heard of any of this?
I
Chris?
didn't hear this.
Where the hell?
This is
Chris,
definitely
never?
grown.
No.
Me either.
Somebody call Elliot Davis immediately. I'm
And-
serious.
And guess what, Eric? This would be an Elliot story.
That's right.
Because that would
Call
be
Elliot.
taxes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Call Elliot.
We finally have a reason to call Elliot. Yes, I'm getting him on the phone.
Nationalist?
I feel like this. I thought that was like a party. Like am I getting that confused? Nationalist, socialist, like aren't those along the same terms? I'm
No.
confused.
Social nationalism is when you are part of the state.
Okay.
When you're if you're a nationalist, you are in lockstep with the government. That's what a nationalist really is. Socialist, you are the beneficiary of what the government gives you.
Okay.
Collectively.
Well said.
Thank you.
So it's a little bit different.
Michelle, I said that. I will. I'll reach out to David Lester Strait somehow, some way. If you guys have an idea on how I can find him quicker to save me some time, message me privately, and we will reach out to him. But you piqued my interest, that's for sure, because I'm clueless, totally clueless. And finally, I guess before we go to break, Robert says a state national is not a citizen, resident, or person. If you're a state national.
He's a Freemason.
Oh.
He's an Illuminati.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, that's great.
See, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't. It's okay. I play music.
That's Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. It is the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. We're going to talk privately among ourselves about being state nationals. We'll be right back with more of The Edge right after this.
Creepy.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
Do you want to work for the biggest medical cannabis company in the state of Missouri? Belief Medical is looking for dynamic individuals to join our newest facility in Jonesburg. We are currently hiring for post-harvest technicians and offer 100% company-paid benefits that include medical, dental, and vision, as well as a starting pay of $15 per hour. If you're 21 or older and ready to join a great company that offers great pay and great benefits, visit our website at beliefmedical.com. BELEAF medical.com.
KFC knows that when it comes to chicken sandwiches, there's good and there's finger-licking good.
A chicken sandwich? That's good. A 100% white meat KFC chicken sandwich so delicious it forces you to rethink everything you know about sandwiches, including whether or not they even need buns, but then you remember how good a brioche bun can be and then having to rethink your rethinking? That's finger-licking good.
KFC's chicken sandwich, always served hot and crispy, in your choice of classic or spicy. Order now on the KFC app. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger-licking good.
Prices and product availability may vary.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
At Locke's Family Hair Salon in St. Peters, the emphasis is on family. Women, men, and children's styles to make everyone look amazing. And they have their new line of Locke's shampoo and conditioner, just for Locke's clients. For cuts, color, perms, and more. Come in for Brazilian blowouts, face waxing, makeup, and hair extensions too. On Mexico Road in St. Peters by Smoothie King. For directions and appointment information, go to LOXFamilyHairSalon.com. Locke's Family Hair Salon, where family is everything.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for Adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required. Refund available for 60 days after purchase.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Results are guaranteed or your money back. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Eric Johnson Corporation versus Eric Johnson State National. I love it. We're going to all learn some more things in these coming days. Guys, we appreciate you joining us. I haven't worn blue in a while. I'll wear blue tonight. Not that anybody cares. But I say because Chris has to ask. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, Vic Faust of Fox 2. Thank you, everybody, for listening to The Edge on a Monday. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll come back. Have an awesome day.
Bye.